So listening to those quotes
Yeah.
reminds me of another quote, as a matter of fact. And I'm hoping I can remember it correctly because I'm trying to gather it in my mind right now. And it had something to do with a quote by Albert Einstein. And I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of creativity is more important than knowledge. Something like that. He said something like that.
Okay.
Right? Where, like, what the greatest force in, it's better to have creativity than it is to have knowledge.
Yeah.
And so it's true with Zeal, right? So somebody who
So it's better to have zeal than knowledge.
Yeah, because if you have the zeal to do something and don't even necessarily know what you're doing, you will accomplish far more.
You're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, well, you'll find out in a hard way usually because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the truth is that you're going to be able to actually take action. You're going to learn from that experience, but
Yeah.
you're going to move forward in ways that knowledge isn't going to do. Having knowledge, if anything, is often a barrier to being able to actually make progress in life because there's something that people call analysis paralysis.
Okay.
Right? And that's the idea that, I got to know everything before I do it.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of thing, right? And so a lot of people get into, a lot of people, they will use that as an excuse for progress in their lives. So what'll happen is that they'll just be like, especially when it comes to wanting to start their own business. Everybody talks about, I want to start my own business one day. So what they do, they'll be like, well, what do I have to do? Well, I got to make a business plan.
Yeah.
And then they get into that. And then what'll happen is they get into analysis. They got to learn more. They got to understand more. And the next thing you know, years have gone by and they've done nothing, right? Whereas somebody who's full of zeal is just like, I got this fantastic idea, I got to do it. And then he just kind of stumbles through and just keeps on going. Next thing you know, he's got customers. Next thing you know, he's just money's flying everywhere and it's growing and he can't keep up and he's making a mess as he goes.
Yeah.
He's actually created something in the process, right? Whereas somebody else, the next guy over, is just like, well, I need to figure this out first before I do anything. He's not going to do anything.
No.
Right? So that to me is like zeal without knowledge. And I can remember actually when I started one of my first businesses, it was just like that. Mm-hmm. I did start to do the kind of analysis paralysis stuff when I realized I'm not going to know any more than what I already know. So I'm just going to do this.
Right.
And I just started doing it. And then as I went, I was just like, well, wait a minute, I gotta get this GST number. What's that? And so then I'm finding out as I go, it's like, I gotta do this. Now I gotta pay these taxes. Now I gotta do this. And I'm just going through, just kind of kicking and screaming because I'm just so excited about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right? So to me, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Right? So in the process, I was able to actually gain some
knowledge.
light. Gain some knowledge.
Yeah.
But I was able to, figure out everything about what I need to know. Before, I just sat there and just be like, well, if I did this, I did that, and then just get stuck in thinking.
Right.
Right?